spirit, up and down every day. But the primary issue was that when I got to Cannes, I showed the movie, then called Promised Land. The implication was that the bus was woefully and fully broken. That in fact, if the metaphor held true, we had died on the toilet that night. I have no interest in sharing that idea with the world. That's an autopsy for a catastrophe. It's an autopsy for the death of a dream. That's not a movie I would have spent an hour to make. I would have just taken my own life, because there's no value in that film. My film was supposed to be a love letter to the American people that expressed, and I hope it does, my profound love of what this is about, my profound love of what it's supposed to be about, and my honest and faithful recognition of its shortcomings, and a tough love approach that says we need therapy as a nation about the false priorities of power and money over democracy. Period. The good news is it's not a complicated problem. It might be complicated to implement, but it's a no-brainer to say money has invaded politics in America, like every other thing in America, and it makes it impossible to have a democracy. And anyone who objects to that is deluding themselves. And we can all walk ourselves through every walk of American life, and we will see that. Education, pharma, insurance, those drug prices 90,000 times what they're supposed to be while a child is suffering. The NRA, the most evil institution you can imagine in the history of man, watching a newsroom get shot up or a classroom get shot up, and they spin the language a million different ways to keep the money going. That's where we are, right? We just had a government set up concentration camps for juveniles. And if anybody laughs at that, right, they're not death camps, that's other. I mean concentration camps that concentrate people of a certain kind into a camp against their will who have not committed a crime. When you see that stuff happening, and you're me, you're thinking, where the hell are we going with this? And what am I doing here, standing in front of an audience with an autopsy for a dream? But the good news is I'm in very good spirits today because things have changed massively. Well, there's no limit, as you can tell, to my